Hey guys, it's the 4th of July 2025. I'm Daniel Schlar and I'm here with Susan Anson. Susan, how are you? Good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
Fantastic, Susan. So I know that we spoke about your goals last time around and we spoke about wanting to improve your joint mobility and attend especially to your osteoarthritis.
Yes.
And look to improve that over time. So we'll start off with low moderate impact activities and we'll move on later on down the line as a longer term goal with improving our strength and overall endurance.
Perfect.
Okay. So I understand for the first couple of months, Susan, what we're looking to do is a lot of stretching and some low impact mobility exercise. Does that sound about right?
Yes, that's all right.
Okay, well, let's get straight into it. So with some stretching and mobility, let's just start off by doing some nice dynamic movements. So a key focal area for us is the osteoarthritis in your knees. Is that correct, Susan?
Yes, that's correct.
Fantastic. Okay, so what we might do is just a little bit of light squats and lunges on the TRX machine. Just to start off that little bit of mobility and strength work, and the rest will just be stretching and conditioning.
Yes.
How's that sound? All right, Susan, let's go some forward shoulder rolls, and we'll bring them back the other way now. Okay, so Susan, what we're going to do is we're going to start with some bodyweight squats just to warm up before jumping on the TRX. So we're going to stand right in front of this bench here, and what we're going to do is we're going to see how low we can lower ourselves and if we can get our glutes to touch the bench. So feet shoulder width apart, chest out, shoulders back, core tight, glutes tight, little hinge of the hips, arms just by our sternum, elbows tucked in, and let's see if we can squat down, touch the bench, and come back up. Awesome, Susan. Okay, let's have give me another 3 reps of those. And we'll go for one more. And rest, okay. So Susan, how was that?
Yeah, it was good. Not so bad.
Not so bad, okay. But what do you feel was challenging with that warm-up there, Susan?
The knees.
The knees, okay, right. So what we are going to do is, since we've addressed that, doing bodyweight squats without assistance is a little bit challenging. As mentioned before, we are going to give the TRX machine a go. So when you grab onto the handles just like this, Susan, feet shoulder width apart, chest out, shoulders back, core tight, glutes tight. And we'll proceed to squat down as far as you're comfortable going. If you're not able to get down to the 90 degrees, that's okay. We'll just test your current range of motion and get a nice little exercise in that way. How's that sound?
That's good. I'll try.
Okay, so chest out, shoulders back, Susan, elbows tucked in, core braced, glutes braced, and when you're ready, we're going to go for 8 squats. And how's that?
That's good.
Okay, more comfortable doing it this way?
Yes.
Any pain in the knees?
No.
Fantastic, okay. Let's go for 6 more. There you go, Susan. 2 more. And last one. And rest, okay? Susan, how's that?
That's good. Moderate.
Moderate? Okay.
Yes.
Did you feel a little bit of tension in the quads?
Yes, in the quads.
Fantastic. Anything in the glutes?
A little bit. Yeah.
Little bit in the
more
glutes?
Quads.
More the quads? Okay, fantastic. Any pain on any of the joints, like your ankles, your knees, your lower back?
No, all good.
Okay, so you felt well supported during that exercise?
Yes, much better than just with the bench.
Fantastic. Okay, we'll use this as a starting point, Susan, and as we progress throughout the weeks, we can slowly integrate ourselves into the bench, and we'll continue with progressions of squats. How does that sound?
That's amazing.
Okay, I'll of course work with your lead in your direction. We'll keep that communication channel open, so then we're able to get you here without any issues. And okay, so moving on, what we're going to do, another really effective exercise for your knees, Susan, is your lunges. So we'll continue to use the TRX machine. We'll have one foot out in front of the other, and we'll get a nice wide stance between your leg and your rear leg. And chest out, shoulders back, elbows tucked in, core braced, glutes braced. And when you're in a nice upright posture, we'll get that knee as far down as possible. And we're going to go for 6 lunges each leg.
Okay.
I understand we might not be able to get the full mobility off our knee to the ground, that's okay. Let's just go down as far as you're comfortable going, and we'll test that mobility.
Okay.
Awesome.
Maybe it's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. So Susan, wherever you feel comfortable going down to. That feels okay?
Yes.
3, awesome. And swap legs. And we'll get 6 in on the left leg now, Susan. Fantastic. 2. And knees feeling well so far?
Yes.
No pain or irritation?
No.
And last one. Awesome, Susan. Well done. And how's that?
All good, no pains.
Would you like a water break?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Let's have a little water break. So grab a sip of water. Okay, Susan, so going off your physio's advice, I did get in contact with the physiotherapist,
Yes.
and he did recommend that we include aqua aerobics in our exercise program. So you did speak to me that on the weekends is a good time. You've got the local pool that's actually just down the road from your house.
Yes.
Do you feel like you're able to get down there this weekend?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. And the physio did prescribe you with a few little exercises to do. So some kicking with the kickboard and light paddling to go with it. Are we able to give that a shot?
Yes, we can.
Beautiful. So we've got our next session actually next Tuesday, right after the weekend. So we'll have a little bit more of a conversation about that. In the meantime, your physio also did prescribe you some stretches to go through with you to help your mobility and restore that mobility. How does that sound?
It's good.
So what I'd like to start with is, let's just grab onto the bar here, Susan, and we're just going to raise your knee as far as you're comfortable going. So this is going to work on your hand-eye coordination too, because it's going to get your hips to align with your knees and get them effectively moving together.
Okay.
Okay. And just to aid your support, we'll have 3 points of contact, so one's being your opposite leg and your 2 hands on the bar.
Okay.
Let's give that a go. So raise that knees as comfortable as high as you're comfortable going. And we're going to go 10 each leg, so 4 more, Susan. 2 to go. And 1 final effort. And we'll swap legs. There you go, Susan. 2 more. And last one. Perfect. Alright, Susan, and how's that?
It's
Knees feeling good?
Yes.
Okay, a nice little dynamic stretch for the knees just to improve mobility and range of motion would be, let's have our feet together. So if you'd like to do that with me, Susan. And knees together, we're going to place our hands just on the top of our quad here, and we're going to rotate our knees in small circles. And we'll swing them around the other way. So now in an anti-clockwise direction. Right, Susan, so what's really effective in actually increasing mobility in our knees is to, stretch out the muscles surrounding our knees. So of course, some of the quads, some of the hamstrings, and the calves. How's that sound?
That's good.
So let's go through a couple of stretches. What we can do is, Susan, nice and gently, if you'd like my assistance to get down onto the floor.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay, so take a seat. Fantastic, well done, Susan. And we're going to lie down on our backs, and we're going to incorporate a nice little stretch where we're going to interlock our fingers, place on the back of our knee, and go for some nice dynamic leg pumps here. So this will not only stretch out your hamstring, but will aid in movement with your knee. We'll go for another 5 seconds. And let's swap. Awesome, Susan. So the next stretch we're going to do is we're going to interlock our fingers, place it on the front of our shins. This is also going to work your hip flexor a little bit. You're going to pull that knee as close to your chest as possible. Right, Susan, doing really well. We're going to hold that there for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and swap sides. And hold. For another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay. So Susan, the last thing we're going to do today is we're just going to work on a little bit of loading on our knee. So what I'd like to do is we'll support by having your hand on a nice solid surface, just like the seat of the bike here. We're going to try to balance on one leg while we're supported. So you might feel a little bit of tension through the leg, but it's good just to get that extra little bit of load on each knee. Okay, let's give that a shot. We're going to hold for 10 seconds each leg. So, ready, Susan? Perfect. Awesome form. So 5 seconds in, 5 to go. Another 3, 2, 1, and swap those legs around. Awesome, Susan. How are you feeling?
Good. Good stretching.
Good stretching? Fantastic. And rest, Susan. Awesome. Okay, so Susan, over time what we can do is we can progress to some exercise that will continue to increase the strength in the knee and their surrounding muscles and ligaments. What I'd like to do in a couple of weeks is we'll progress from here and we'll move on to doing some dumbbell step-ups.
Okay.
And we'll look at doing some quad extensions too. So straightening out the knee, but with a little bit of weight. But before jumping into those progressions, we need to absolutely nail down the basics and get all these right and hopefully work on slowly increasing our load and range of motion to improve our functionality and mobility. How's that sound?
That's amazing.
Awesome, Emily. So we'll stick to that for today. That's our half an hour session. That's how we like to train. Just a nice, effective 30 minutes that addresses all the key focuses that we'd like to improve on. As mentioned, we'll get that aqua aerobic session in on the weekend, 15 minutes, as per advice from your physiotherapist. And we'll see you back here on the Tuesday. Just confirming 6 p.m. still works for you?
Yes, still works for me.
Awesome. All right, Susan. Well, we'll see you 6 p.m.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Have a great night.
You too.